What if the justice you're waiting to witness has already begun? But it doesn't look like the dramatic downfall you imagined. Maybe the person who hurt you still appears successful. Maybe they moved on quickly, found new people, and seemed completely unaffected while you were still trying to recover your peace. And somewhere inside, you may have asked, why did I have to go through this? Why do they get to continue living while I'm the one carrying the emotional weight? If you believe in God, divine justice, karma, or simply the consequences of human behavior, this question can become deeply personal. But here is something many survivors eventually begin to understand. What someone possesses on the outside is not always what they experience on the inside. A person may have money, attention, success, relationships, and influence, yet still be unable to experience genuine peace. They may constantly need admiration, reassurance, excitement, or someone new to make them feel temporarily important. From the outside, it can look like they have everything, but what happens when someone is unable to truly appreciate anything they have? They keep searching. They keep moving from one source of attention to another. They may constantly need external validation because sitting alone with themselves feels uncomfortable. And perhaps that is one of the greatest consequences of all. Not being able to experience genuine connection. Not being able to feel satisfied. Not being able to appreciate the very life they worked so hard to build. There is an old story about a powerful king who believed his wealth and influence made him almost equal to God. He used his resources to create his own version of paradise, believing that nothing could stand above his power. But before he could truly enjoy what he had created, life reminded him of something every human being eventually learns. No one controls everything. That story carries a powerful lesson. Having access to everything does not mean you can enjoy anything. A person can be surrounded by people and still feel completely alone. They can receive endless attention and still feel empty. They can appear powerful while privately struggling with a reality they refuse to face. And eventually, time has a way of revealing what people try to hide. Age, loss, disappointment, changing circumstances, and the natural consequences of repeated choices can slowly remove the image someone spent years protecting. You do not have to personally deliver justice. You do not have to keep watching their life, waiting for something to go wrong. You do not have to remain emotionally connected to them just to find out whether they ever face consequences. If you believe in divine justice, then allow justice to belong to the system you trust. Your healing should not depend on their downfall, because the greatest victory may not be watching them lose everything. It may be reaching a point where you no longer need them to lose anything before you allow yourself to live again. You get your peace back. You get your identity back. You stop carrying responsibility for someone else's choices. And one day, the question changes from, when will they finally face the consequences? To, why was I waiting for that moment before choosing myself? That is where your freedom begins. If this message connected with something you've experienced, support TF by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and continuing with the next video. Sometimes the answer you're looking for is waiting in the message you almost skipped. And remember, this content is for educational and general informational purposes. Every situation is different, so take what helps you and seek qualified support when needed.